Hello tubes. I was out walking my dog this morning. It happens to be trash day. In my neighborhood, I saw this lawnmower being thrown out. It looks like something threw up on it. This Craftsman 22-inch Briggs and Stratton engine. Looking over this, I am not going to try to get this thing, this deck is really messed up. The wheels are all bent. So one of my neighbors has one similar to this, and the front self-propelled wheels are all worn out, so I might give him those. All I care about is this engine. This bag is the frame. The outer frame is all whacked. So if I can get this engine to run, oh, we got the storm coming in. I may be able to get it onto this this Toro deck. This one is self-propelled and 22-inch. So is this. Well, the Toro deck is for a 22-inch mower. So, collect times tubes. See you later. Here we go, tubes. I just quickly hosed this off. I didn't use my pressure washer because I didn't want to take it out because it's about to really storm really bad, and plus I don't really care how clean this deck is because I'm not keeping it. I only care about the engine. The see, gas is empty, bone dry. Oil looks fresh. Let me take a look. And it's fresh and a little over full. So let me get into the carburetor and see if this thing will kick over. Be worth to try to get running. I'm going to have to zip tie the brake here because the brake cable is broken. See. So, let's see. Just got this air filter open. Huh. Brand new. Just take a look at the spark plug. Looks pretty new too. Spark plug is brand new. Way. Hey, tubes back here. I shot some carburetor cleaner into the carburetor and pulled the cord. This thing revved like it was about to throw a rod. And I remembered this has a throttle. This thing was all the way full. So luckily it died when it ran out of the carburetor cleaner to burn on, because this gas tank's empty and the brake cable I have zip tied here so it would actually run. But looks like this sucker's gonna run. Hey tubes, it's gonna be a carburetor theme here. It's what size bolt is this? 5/16, 3 of them here, because this is a prime style. This thing reeks of bad gas or ethanol. I can smell it. So you see me do this. Let's do this before now. And here's the carburetor. The gasket stuck to the carburetor as dirty as could be. It's dirty here too. Gonna brush this off and hit it with some carb cleaner. Got the carburetor off. Now, oh, it doesn't look good. But I'll go open it up and clean up and see what boogers we got inside. Okay, got the carburetor open. So the bowl looks like molasses, or it looks like it doesn't look good. Looks like maple syrup. Bull nut is clogged solid. And this carburetor, see how this is supposed to be flat like this. See how it's pushed up? That tells me that the seat has been expanded by ethanol, so it's sitting up higher, so this won't run. Won't get gas in properly. So I'll put a new seat in too, which is a partial rebuild. In this carburetor, this kind of carburetor, this bottom bolt serves as your main jet. Sucks up fuel through the sides, and then it comes up through the top here. Get out here. See, you can see a little bit through there, but it is partially clogged. Gonna take a wire. This is just like a twist tie. Stripped off the outside of the wire and stick it in there, and then spray some carb cleaner. See, got a wire in there, and then I got another wire through the top there. Cleaning this bolt. So you can see through the. You can see easily through that now. Okay, this carburetor needs a rebuild, as I showed earlier. The way the float was sitting wasn't gonna work right, which means in here you probably can't see it. There's a little rubber gasket. It's usually pink or white. I don't know if you can see it. You might see it there. What's happened is the ethanol has caused it to expand, and then changing the float level. What I'm going to do is extract it out with a drywall screw. Just jam it in there, and it'll come out, and unscrew it out. And then I'm going to replace it with a new seat. These I bought just separately. This is the most common part that's going to go bad in your carburetor. Okay, I'm using my toolbox as a camera stand. What you do is you take your screw, wood screw or drywall screw, you stick it in here like this, you turn it a few times, and then you pull it out. Sometimes you have to pull it out several times. And there's your seat. That's the part that went bad. I'm going to be replacing it with one of the other ones that I have here. And next thing I do is you want to clean out all in there, and maybe put a Q-tip in there with some carburetor cleaner on the end. To put in the new seat, you put it in. If you see closely, there's one side. This has a groove to it, like there. The other side doesn't. The groove side goes down. Okay. So you put it in here, and then you push it down with something, a drill bit, Allen wrench, something that barely fits into here, and you push it down so you can get it seated in there. Okay, what I did was I took the seat and I put it, around this wire, and then I just kind of dropped it down to there. Now I'm going to, if you can see it in there, you might be able to see it in there now. It should be pink. You see. You can't hardly see it in there, but it's there. So what I'm going to do is take this Allen wrench, or you can use a screw or back of a drill bit, and then you just push this down. Try to make sure it's even on all sides of it, so that it's in there. Now for reassembly. First thing is you take a needle, you stick it on your float, like so, like this. See? Yeah. Like that. And I like to take the carburetor, kind of just set it down in there like that. Then put your hinge pin in on the side. Like that. And now you see how that's flatter now? Before it was like this. And because of that, it was not going to get any gas because the ethanol had damaged it. And you can just put the bowl on, put the screw on. The gasket stayed on the outside here, so I don't have to replace it. Now to put back on the carburetor back on the lawnmower. You get the linkages. Hopefully I have this correct. I forgot to take a picture. I believe it's like, well, I got a 50-50 chance. I got 2 holes. Put it here and you screw it back in. I need 2 hands to do that. Carburetor back on. Looks like it's that's the right throttle is free. This gasket it looks to be okay. It goes back here. It's more important for that gasket for these primer ones. This auto chokes, it isn't as important. Got the air box back on. I'm gonna leave the air filter off for now, and let's go see if this bad boy runs. Gotta put some fresh gas in and check it. Now, once I get this thing running, I won't be able to turn it off except with a screwdriver to short out the magneto back here, because I've got this the brake cable. It's all disabled right now, so because it's broken. A tubes, had a little bit of a derailment on my build here. Turned out the float, this float here, is bad. So I put the carburetor together and it just spewed out gas and leaked. So what I did is I had a broken carburetor. Same kind of carburetor, except one of these throttle plates thing is broken off of it, but the rest of this carburetor is probably okay. I just took the float off of it, so that's what's in there. And so this thing runs now. A little sputtery, but it runs, and here we go. There is no brake cable and the self-propelled doesn't work, but I don't care. I just want the engine. Got my screwdriver to turn it off. Oh, that's an old hack to stop it if you zip tied it. Don't recommend doing that, but unless you have to, I'm only doing it for diagnosis. So this is a candidate to get this engine off and put it on my Toro personal pace. It may, but this deck may or may not fit. But looking at the Toro deck, over here it might fit. So I'll get into that another day. I'm gonna call it a night. Hello, tubes. This is gonna be a look at this Toro personal space recycle. This used to have a Tecumseh engine on it that it was leaking oil. Had a cracked block on the bottom, and I just trash picked this Craftsman. The deck is the back. The deck is whacked. I saved the two self-propelled front wheels. That's going to be for my neighbor. He has got a mower just like it. He needs them. Worked on his mower about a year ago to get it going. The front wheels are just whacked. But this one runs. I rebuilt the carburetor. It had a brand new spark plug in it. Had a brand new air filter in it. The carburetor's float was leaking, so it was making leak gas. I also put a new seat in it. I'm going to have to replace the gas tank because it is cracked. It's cracked at the seams right here. I've got extra gas tanks over there in my hoard of parts. This runs now. I have to adjust the self-propelled cable. It wants to take off when it's in idle. It's not supposed to do that. But it runs now. This Toro personal pace. It had a Tecumseh engine on it, but now it has a Briggs & Stratton on it. And this has a throttle. The old mower had a throttle. It would look here, but it was broken, so I just took it off. If you want to use the throttle, you just move this back and forth. It's about halfway. This bag will fit it. This bag's a Murray bag. It will fit on here. So this is basically it's Frankenstein lawnmower. So I'm going to give you a start here. This is a prior old style. Okay. I haven't put it back in the eyelet yet. So yeah, I gotta fix that personal pace. It seems to be always engaged. So, until next time, too. See you later.